Welcome to Libra Computers, where learning is fun. In this session, we'll be learning about shape tools. The shape tools fold-out menu shows different tools, that is shape tool, smooth, smear, twirl, attract and repel, smudge and roughen tool. The shape tool is by far the most important tool in this submenu, and deserves some explanation. The shape tool is used for detailed changing of the shape of objects. To understand how the shape tool works, you should understand how objects in Coreldraw are defined. The shape of every vector object in Coreldraw is controlled by nodes. Lines run from node to node. On the other hand, curved lines are built from curved nodes. Curved nodes have two arms, which guide the curves. The arms point in the direction in which the curve leaves the node. The length of the arm determines how much the curve is influenced by the arm. With the shape tool, you can move nodes and the node's arms, to change the shape of selected objects. The shape tool works immediately for objects created with the freehand tool, Bezier tool, or any drawing tools, so let's draw an object with freehand tool. To edit the shape, first select the shape tool, next click on the shape you want to edit. Now click a node to select the individual nodes. To move a node, just drag it to a new position. For selected nodes, the arms will become visible. Drag these arms to change the curving of the line. More complex objects like shapes show a special behavior when you try to edit them with the shape tool. Let's draw some shapes. For example, the rectangle will get rounded corners when you move the nodes. If you want to edit complex shapes such as rectangles, circles, stars, or text, you have to convert the object to curves. To do this, select the object, then click Object Convert to Curves. You can also just press Ctrl Q on the keyboard. Just like you can select multiple objects, you can select multiple nodes. Multiple nodes can be moved together. When you work with the shape tool, the property toolbar displays a number of useful tools for editing nodes. Let's go for the next tool, that is Smooth Tool. This tool helps jagged curves transform into smooth curves by simply dragging the tool on the jagged curve. Besides, it also comes with two settings to achieve desired results, nib size and rate. You can change values of both these settings in place while smoothing the curve. Hold the Shift key and drag the cursor up or down to increase or decrease the nib size values, or hold the Alt key and drag cursor sideways to change rate at which the effect is applied. The next tool in the list is the Smear tool. This tool lets you shape an object by pulling extensions or making indents along its outline. With smearing, the extensions and indents have a more fluid shape that decreases in width as you drag with the Smear tool. To control the smearing effect, you can set the size of the brush nib and the amount of effect to apply, and you can use the pressure of your digital pen. You can use smooth curves or curves with sharp corners when smearing objects. Let's draw an object, to give the smear effect. To give the smear, select the objects drawn, by using the Pick tool. In the toolbox, click the Smear tool. Click outside an object, close to its edge, and drag outwards. The next tool is the Twirl tool. This tool twirls the fill as well as the outline of the object clockwise and anti-clockwise. To add a twirl effect to an object, select the object. In the toolbox, click on the Twirl tool. Click the edge of the object, and hold down the mouse button until the twirl is the size you want. To set the radius of the twirl effect, type a value in the nib size box on the property bar. This option sets the rate at which the twirl effect is applied. Type a value between 1 and 100. You can also set the direction of the twirl effect, that is counterclockwise or clockwise twirl. The next tool is the Attract and Repel tool. The Attract tool lets you shape objects by attracting nodes to the cursor. And the Repel tool lets you shape objects by pushing away nodes from the cursor. To use the Attract tool, select the object. In the toolbox, click on the Attract tool. Click inside or outside the object, close to its edge, and hold down the mouse button to reshape the edge. Same steps apply to Repel tool. Select the Repel tool and apply for the object like this. The next tool is Smudge Tool. With smudging, the extensions and indents resemble streaks that vary little in width as you drag with the Smudge Brush tool. Select an object using the Pick tool. In the toolbox, click the Smudge Brush tool. To smudge the inside of an object, click outside an object, and drag inwards. To smudge the outside of an object, click inside an object, and drag outwards. Following are the properties of the Smudge tool, which can be changed in the property bar if required. Nib size changes the size of the brush nib. Pen pressure changes the size of the brush nib when using the graphics stylus. Dry out widens or narrows the smudging. Values between -10 and 10 are acceptable for this option. Tilt specifies the shape of the smudging. For this, values between 15 and 90 are acceptable. Pen bearing changes the angle of the nib shape for smudging when using the graphics stylus. The last tool for today is the roughen tool. This tool lets you distort the outline of a vector object by dragging along the outline. Before concluding, let's do a quick review. In today's session we covered all the shape tools. That is, the first one is Shape tool. This tool is used for detailed changing of the shape of objects. Working with the Shape tool can seem complicated at first, but with a bit of practice, it becomes an indispensable tool. Second tool is Smooth tool. This tool helps jagged curves transform into smooth curves. Third tool is Smear tool. This tool lets you shape an object by pulling extensions, or making indents along its outline. With smearing, the extensions and indents have a more fluid shape that decreases in width as you drag with the Smear tool. Fourth tool is Twirl tool. This tool twirls the fill as well as the outline of the object clockwise and anti-clockwise. Fifth tool is Attract and Repel tool. The tool lets you shape objects by attracting nodes or pushing nodes away. Sixth tool is Smudge tool. The tool lets you distort a vector object by dragging along its outline. And the last one is Roughen tool. This tool lets you distort the outline of a vector object by dragging along the outline. Thanks for watching our video. Like, share, and subscribe our channel.